I was taught this by a gentleman named Brian Severson. And for what information he gave, he got a 66-year prison term. So you want to listen up. He's been there 20-some years for teaching people how to get rid of eyeglasses. And if you ever have some extra prayer bone time, just put Brian Severson in there because they torture him pretty regular in prison. Deer Lodge, Montana, where he's incarcerated. But before he went to prison, he taught me quite a bit. And one was how to get rid of your eyeglasses. So I'm going to show you how I got in trouble. Your eyes are a muscle. Is that news to anybody? And what happens to your muscles when you don't use them? There's a fancy word for it when they fall apart. If they get weak, it's called atrophy. And so when your eyes no longer have to work, they're atrophied. In other words, when you put a pair of glasses in front of them, they're atrophied. They're like couch potatoes. Did you know your eyes can heal themselves? Okay. Here's where we got in trouble. It happened in kindergarten or sooner. We were told as parents, when we were kids, never have the book more than 18 inches from your eyes. So here's kindergarten. And then we get into first grade. By then we've got pretty well figured out we like books. So here's Johnny, first grade. See, spot, run. See, Jane, run. See, Huff, run. Johnny, teacher says, would you read what I wrote on the blackboard? I can't read it. Note goes home with Johnny. Two parents must see an optometrist. Johnny's having problems with reading. Optometrist, sure enough, needs to make money, doesn't he? If he told Johnny to exercise his eyes, he wouldn't be in business now, would he? And first off, he went to school to be an optometrist. He was never taught this because it would wreck the industry to the point where this gentleman, Brian Severson, helped over 100,000 people get rid of their eyeglasses. A lot of them were airline pilots, commercial airline pilots, keeping their jobs. He hurt the industry so much, he got 66 years for it, and his trial was a fake trial. That was in America, by the way. That was not in some foreign country. So, Johnny gets glasses. Now he can't read anything without his glasses because his eyes get used to only one setting. Do you realize you have only one setting? So how would you beat that? How would you beat that one setting to get your eyesight back? I'm going to show you. And people think I'm nuts. I'm going to prove it to you without a doubt that I am nuts. Here's an actual, the last set that I have that I ever bought from Brian Severson. If you're going to lift weights, how would your eyeballs lift weights? Well, you put on a pair of glasses that don't match. Make any sense? Maybe not yet. Oh, that's not strong enough. I can still read it. And I'm not kidding. His instruction manual told you, there's a picture of how to stack the glasses. Boy, now you guys are fuzzy. Now I force myself to read through these fuzzy glasses. Guess what happens? I just exercised my eyeballs. Now I'm not fit for public looking like this, am I? But this works. In fact, the worse your eyesight is, the thicker your glasses, the quicker you see results because your eyes have not been massaged and they've not been doing exercises, all right? Now I'm going to show you some more things. You go to countries where they don't make a huge living off of selling glasses, like China. Let me show you how they read in China. First off, the dump truck has to go upside down backwards. we start at the back of the book. And here's how they're taught differently than we are. Here comes your You're going to take it to me. See spot on. They're taught to change the focal distance of their book while they read it. How tough is that? How simple is that? How third grade simple? If you don't exercise your eyes, why would they be muscles? Why would they be strong? So here's where we get in trouble before kindergarten. Baby in crib wakes up, and you see them doing this thing, and you pull their hand away from them. You might hurt your eyes. What are they doing when they massage the eyeball? They're keeping the eyeball around. Ever hear of stigmatism? Oh, I guess not. Well, I had stigmatism. My eyeballs are not round. They're pointed. So when I weld something, I swear it's 90 degrees. I look back at it, it's Leaning Tower of Pisa. Does anybody else know what stigmatism means? Or are you just bashful? Stigmatism was, they give you glasses for it, right? That's how you fix it. No, the baby in the crib before they get educated beyond their intelligence like us, massage the bejeebers out of their eyeballs. You see them doing it even at an early age with their palms of their hands. So when I get up, I don't like stigmatism, especially if I'm going to weld. So I work the eyeball. It goes back to where it belongs all along. Now, another thing that we do in our house that you were told to never do. You come in, you see a kid reading, you flick on the light. Don't read in the dark, you'll hurt your eyes. Pure D wrong. Read in the dark and you'll have eyes that last you a lifetime. Logan does it. We can tell him. He's hiding back there somewhere. Sometimes we come, oh there you are, don't you Logan? We'll come in and we look for Logan. He's in the living room, it's so dark we can't see him. He's still reading. He won't have to have glasses if he keeps that up. But then, what's that mean? We're hurting the optometry world so that they can't sell us LASIKs and contacts and eyeglasses. So let me show you what I put this family through, and I have tortured them. I am not kidding you. We travel. The second hardest thing is to keep the car from turning is a thrift store, right? So let me show you what's my thrift store. You can buy a pair of sunglasses for $3.98, but the same kind of material and the same type of design in a prescription glasses is $100 to $200. I've always wondered about that. The guy said, "There's an optometrist going out of business. Do you want his frames?" I said, "Well, how much are they?" I'm thinking $200 to $300 a pair, or $50 a pair at a bargain. Well, you can have this box of about 150 for $50. That was a good price. I bought them. I had people from all over. When they break their frames, we find something to match and put them together. And I found out that most of these frames that were given to me were given to the optometrist by a glasses rep. They've got almost nothing in those frames. They charge you up the kazoo. So I found out that I can get them pretty cheap if I shop right. Usually $1 a pair at the thrift store. And my driver's license now says I have to have lenses in front of me. So I buy lenses, don't I? Now these actually have bifocals. I'm not bipolar, but I got bifocals. And tripolar, trifocals.
Those aren't the ugly ones.
No, I left the ugly ones at home. Now, this, I got more grief from this pair. This pair came from Florida. They call me grandma when I wear these. But I purposely try to wear different glasses so I don't have to have glasses to get by. I'm stretching my eyeballs. Bifocals are kind of fun. You don't have to go to a second pair when you're going to go read. I haven't figured out how to get that perfect yet either. Although I just read, the one pair I just tried on, it's probably better than anything I've got so far. I hate to mix up the set. You used to be able to buy 3 sets of lenses and this instruction manual from Brian Severson. I sold quite a few of them, but all of a sudden couldn't get them anymore. So I'm hanging on. You can look at this, but please don't run off. This is my last. They were making a museum about us quacks. I guess it was one up in Minneapolis. Now I'm going to tell you another thing if you want to wreck your eyeballs. You want to wreck your eyes? Start wearing sunglasses. Your eyes need the sun just like every other organ of the body needs the sun's energy. Don't wear sunglasses very often. Sometimes I compromise, but I pay attention not to do it more than just for a few hours. These have bifocals too. These are prescription bifocals and sunglasses. Here. This way look good and good. People pick on me when I put on these antique glasses. I don't care. You reach a certain point, it's not about impressing everybody. So massage the eyeballs, and then if you get bored in church, this is the best place to do this probably. Or in the seminary if you get bored, you can just signal me because I've taught you this. Do crazy H with your eyeballs. And one more thing that just runs through my brain while I'm thinking this. We've had people with lazy eyes. And sometimes one night, putting a magnet off the refrigerator beside it, tape it on the temple, we've had their lazy eye straightened out. Just needs a little help while you're sleeping. Sometimes I've had to do it for a few days in a row. My favorite ones are business card magnets. Used to do it with weekend magnets, but a business card magnet is bipolar. That's probably where your hair is great. Both north and south on the same side. And when you hold up to test paper, it'll be straight lines. Somebody gives you a business card, it doesn't matter what it says on it. Don't throw them away. Put them in your fridge for injuries, bruises, mosquito bites, bee stings, brown recluse spider bites, and lazy eyes. How much does that cost you? Probably nothing unless you call that business card and use their service. No, I love teaching stuff that's for free. And I get this complaint once in a while from people say, I can't afford to be natural. It's like, get a business card for free, start there. Okay.
Eating an organic carrot every day and kiwis too. My eyes have gotten 3 better in 2 years, according to the flight physical, by doing that. And I don't wear my glasses unless I'm flying or driving at night.
Yeah.
And the vitamin A in an organic carrot and a kiwi is very good for the eyes.
A kiwi.
Yeah, kiwi.
Kiwi's high in potassium, better than a bunch of bananas. Thanks, Robin. You reminded me of something else I just about forgot to tell. See, nutritional is probably the reason we get in trouble in the first place. So we go back, it's not just a crutch. But the biggest, you brought up again, the biggest mistake we make is we start wearing glasses permanently. Now, let me tell you how this is. If you think I'm nuts, Herman helped me on this. Then we're both nuts or they're nuts. You want to clean up your eyesight in a hurry? Put cayenne pepper in it. But if you're chicken like me, I've got the bottle waiting. Dr. Schultz's eye formula made out of cayenne pepper. I can find cayenne pepper without Dr. Schultz's help, but I just want to see how much you watered it down. See how much if I could have just thrown pepper in the eyes, maybe it would be better. So I did a test a number of times and it proved out every time. Get some onions. Figure out where you're going to cut them. Look out the window. Study something that you can mark that's fuzzy. Do your onions. Cry a little bit. Don't take long at all. get that onion gas in your eyeballs to where you're tearing up. And then look, and you'll see it got became crisp within seconds of some eyeball gas or some onion gas in your eyeball. You don't have to do the cayenne pepper just yet unless you really want to clean house. And I brought it home to do it the other day because I forgot it at the clinic, and I wanted to open up this bottle of Schultz's before, and I chickened out. I misplaced the bottle, maybe on purpose.
I know right where it is.
I might ask you for it. Isn't that spread? See how simple it is? Your eyeball is a muscle. You turn it into a couch potato, you have to wear glasses. So it's just experiment wherever you can, just run home, and see if you can go back to a weaker pair that you used to own. Oh, okay, while I'm on the eyeball thing, I gotta tell you what happened. Because I don't like them, I put them down and I forget where I put them. Which that kind of forces me to practice what I preach, so without an eyeglasses. The last one I had setting on a very $20 tire.
This is our business.
And when I moved the tractor,
That's why, this is our business.
when I moved the tractor, the frame got sort of rearranged and the glass got scratched pretty bad. And it didn't look good in my face anymore. So I go back to where I got them from. And they said, oh, Mr. Klebs, I had the prescription, you know, the little
Is there a question?
piece of paper with numbers on it. He's out of business.
Where, there might be still weds,
Okay. Anyway,
actually tell them what it's playing.
I go back to get the prescription filled. He said, oh, Mr. Klebs, your prescription has expired. And I took out those crushed glasses and I said, they look better, but they don't smell expired. Oh, no. Every year you have to get new. By law, your prescription is only good for 1 year. And I thought, isn't that cozy? How can we get people together to make a law that you can only see a naturopathic doctor and no medical doctor, you know? Self-serving type thing, you know? It made me so mad. I was almost 3 more years before I finally went back and caved in and got another cheap prescription just to qualify at night driving or whatever. So I see the Bambi before they hit the car. I live in South Deer, Iona. Did I forget anything on the eyes? There's a see clearly method. I bought it. A lot of different exercises you can do. The main thing is exercise the eyeballs and try to read in the dark.